In the busy city of New Avalon, humans and aliens lived side by side. Tall buildings touched the sky, and colorful lights filled the streets. In this vibrant city, Alex, a curious young man with bright blue eyes and messy brown hair, spent most of his time exploring. He loved solving puzzles and learning new things about different cultures. Today was no different. He wandered through the marketplace, fascinated by the sights and sounds around him. The market was full of life. Humans and aliens exchanged goods, laughter, and stories. Alex admired the beautiful fabrics from distant planets, the strange fruits that glowed softly in the light, and the unique crafts made by alien hands. He stopped at a stall where an alien vendor sold shiny trinkets. The vendor, a tall creature with green skin and 3 eyes, smiled and offered Alex a small crystal. "It brings good luck," the vendor said. Alex laughed, taking the crystal and thanking the vendor before moving on. As he walked further, Alex noticed a figure standing alone in the corner of the market. It was a woman, unlike anyone he had seen before. Her skin shimmered like silver, and her long flowing hair changed colors with every movement. She wore a dress that sparkled like the stars. Alex felt drawn to her. Her name was Zora. She was an alien from a distant planet called Loria. Zara had come to Earth for a special mission, but she felt lost and out of place. As Alex approached her, he noticed her sad expression. He was curious about her story. "Hi there. I'm Alex. You look like you could use a friend," he said, smiling warmly. Zara turned to him, her large, luminous eyes widening in surprise. She had not expected anyone to talk to her. I am Zora," she replied hesitantly. Her voice was soft and melodic, like a gentle breeze. "I'm not from here. I am looking for something important, but I can't find it." "What are you looking for?" Alex asked, intrigued. Zara hesitated, unsure of how much to share. "It's a special object from my home. It's supposed to be powerful, but I can't figure out how to use it. My people are counting on me." Alex could see the worry in her eyes. "Maybe I can help. I love puzzles," he offered enthusiastically. Zara looked at him, surprised by his eagerness. "You really think you can help? You're just a human." Alex chuckled. "Just a human. Humans can be pretty smart too. Let's take a look at this object together." Zara was unsure but nodded. "Okay, follow me." She led Alex to a quieter part of the market, away from the bustling crowds. They found a small bench under a tree with pink flowers. Zara pulled out a small, round object from her bag. It was covered in strange symbols that glowed softly. Alex leaned closer, his eyes sparkling with curiosity. "Wow, this is amazing. What does it do?" he asked. "I'm not sure," Zora admitted. "I found it on my planet. It was hidden deep in a cave. The legends say it can open a portal to other worlds, but I can't understand the symbols." She looked down at the object, feeling a mix of hope and despair. "Let's try to figure it out together," Alex said, determination shining in his eyes. He took a deep breath and examined the symbols closely. "Maybe we can find a pattern." As they worked, Zara felt a warmth growing inside her. Alex was different from the others she had met on Earth. He listened to her, and his excitement was contagious. "This symbol looks like it's similar to the letter A in the human alphabet," Alex said, pointing to one of the glowing symbols. Zora blinked in surprise. "I never thought of that. That means there might be a connection between our languages." They continued to study the object, excitedly discussing their findings. With every new symbol they identified, Zara felt her worries fade away. Hours passed as they worked side by side. The sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple. Zora looked at Alex, her heart full of gratitude. "Thank you for helping me, Alex. I didn't think a human could understand my culture." Alex smiled, feeling proud. "I'm glad I could help. You have a fascinating story, Zora. I want to learn more about you and your world." Just then, a loud commotion broke their moment. A group of aliens rushed past them, their faces filled with urgency. Zara's expression changed as she recognized them. "They are my friends. I must go," she said quickly. "Wait." Alex called, feeling the sudden sense of panic. He didn't want her to leave. "Can I come with you?" Zara hesitated, glancing back at the glowing object in her hand. "Yes, but it's dangerous. You might not understand everything. I can handle it," Alex said confidently, his determination shining through. "I want to help you, Zara." With a deep breath, Zara nodded. "Okay, let's go." Together, they joined the rush of aliens, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Little did they know, this was only the beginning of an incredible journey that would change both their lives forever. As they moved through the city, Alex felt excitement coursing through him. He had met a remarkable alien, and together they would uncover the secrets of her world. Zara glanced at Alex, a smile forming on her lips. Maybe, just maybe, she had found a true friend on this strange planet after all. A curious bond. Zara and Alex hurried through the bustling streets of New Avalon. The bright lights and lively sounds surrounded them, but their focus was on what lay ahead. Zara led the way, her heart racing with a mix of excitement and fear. She had never imagined a human would want to help her, let alone join her in a mission so important. As they walked, Zara glanced at Alex. He had a determined look on his face, and she felt the warmth growing inside her. "Why do you want to help me?" she asked, genuinely curious. Most humans were not interested in alien affairs. Alex smiled, his blue eyes sparkling. "Because it's interesting. I've always wanted to learn about other cultures, and you have a fascinating story. Plus, I like solving puzzles. This is the biggest one yet." Zora blinked in surprise. "You think my life is a puzzle?" "Absolutely," he replied, chuckling. "And I want to help you solve it. It's not every day a human gets to help an alien. It's an adventure." Zara felt a small smile form on her lips. Maybe this human was different. She had met many humans who only saw her as an outsider. But Alex looked at her like she was important. "Thank you," she said softly. "I appreciate it." As they reached a quiet park, they stopped to rest. The park was filled with trees and flowers, a calming place amidst the chaos of the city. Zara took a deep breath, feeling the fresh air fill her lungs. "I hope we can find a way to unlock the object," she said, pulling it out from her bag. Alex sat next to her, his eyes focused on the glowing symbols. "Let's see what else we can discover," he suggested. They spent hours examining the object, discussing its meaning, and trying to find connections to Zora's culture. "Look here," Alex pointed to a group of symbols. "This one looks like a door. Maybe it represents a way to enter something." Zora leaned closer, her heart pounding with hope. "Yes, a doorway to another world," she exclaimed. They continued to work together, sharing ideas and insights. With every symbol they deciphered, their bond grew stronger. Zara found herself laughing at Alex's silly jokes and enjoying his company more than she had expected. "Do you always work this hard on puzzles?" she asked, teasingly. Alex laughed, running a hand through his messy hair. "Only when they're as interesting as this one. Most puzzles don't involve aliens or secret doors." Zara felt a surge of happiness. Alex's energy was infectious. She shared stories about her home planet, Loria, where the skies shimmered with colors unseen on Earth. "We have 2 moons that glow at night," she said, her eyes shining. "And the trees can sing." "Trees that sing. That sounds amazing." Alex replied, his voice filled with wonder. "What do they sing about?" "They sing about life, love, and the seasons," Zara explained. "They hold the memories of our people." Alex listened intently, captivated by Zora's words. He realized how much he wanted to visit her world. "I would love to see Loria one day," he said. "It sounds so beautiful." Zara smiled, feeling a sense of pride. Maybe one day, if we can unlock the portal. Suddenly, their moment was interrupted by a loud noise. A group of aliens rushed past them, their faces tense. Zara's expression changed. "They are from my planet. They must be looking for me," she said, worry creeping into her voice. "Should we hide?" Alex asked, glancing around. Zara shook her head. "No, I need to face them. They are my friends, but they worry about me. I don't want them to think I'm in danger." "Okay, but I'll be right by your side," Alex promised, feeling a rush of protectiveness. As the group approached, Zara took a deep breath. "Zara," one of the aliens called out. It was her friend, Kira, a tall alien with bright purple skin and large eyes. "We have been searching everywhere for you. You cannot be here with a human." Zara stood tall, her heart racing. "Kira, this is Alex. He is helping me. He is not like other humans." Kira frowned, looking Alex up and down. "Humans are unpredictable. You must return with us." Alex stepped forward, wanting to prove himself. "I understand your concern, but I want to help Zara. Together, we can figure out the artifact and its secrets." Kira looked uncertain. "You think a human can help? Our cultures are very different." Zara intervened, her voice firm. "Alex is not just any human. He has been kind and smart. I believe we can trust him." Kira studied Alex for a moment. "If you wish to stay, you must prove your worth. The object is important to our people, and if you fail Zara, it could have serious consequences." "I understand," Alex replied, determination in his voice. "I'll do whatever it takes to help Zara and her people." Zara felt a rush of pride for Alex. She knew he was brave, and now he had a chance to show it. "Thank you, Kira. Let us work together," she said, looking at her friend with confidence. With a nod, Kira agreed. "Very well. We will see what you can do, human." As they began to walk back together, Zara felt a mix of fear and excitement. She had never thought she would find a human ally. With Alex by her side, she felt stronger and ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Their bond was growing, and Zara knew that together they could unlock the secrets of her world. Teamwork begins. Zara, Alex, and Kira walked through the busy streets of New Avalon, heading toward a place where they could examine the mysterious object in safety. The city was alive with energy, but Zara's mind was focused on what lay ahead. She felt a mix of excitement and nervousness as they approached the research center, a large building filled with advanced technology and alien artifacts. When they entered the center, Zara noticed the walls were lined with fascinating objects from different planets. Some glowed softly, while others hummed with energy. It was a treasure trove of knowledge, and Zara felt a sense of pride knowing they could work here. "Let's find a quiet room," Kira suggested, looking around for a suitable place. "We need to focus on the object without distractions." Alex nodded, eager to get started. "I'm ready to dive in. This is going to be fun." They found a small lab at the back of the center, filled with tables and screens. Zara carefully placed the glowing object on the table, its symbols shimmering in the light. She felt a sense of urgency. This artifact could change everything for her people. "Okay, what's our first step?" Alex asked, leaning closer to examine the object. "We need to identify more symbols," Zara said, her voice steady. "We have found some connections, but we need to dig deeper." Kira watched them closely. "This will not be easy. The symbols are complex, and they may hold more than we understand." Alex smiled confidently. "Complex is my middle name. Let's break it down together." He grabbed a notebook and a pen, ready to take notes. "Zara, can you show me what you've figured out so far?" Zara nodded, feeling grateful for Alex's enthusiasm. "This symbol looks like a key. It may represent unlocking something," she explained, pointing to a particular mark. "And this one here resembles a map." "Okay, so a key and a map," Alex repeated, writing it down. Maybe we need to find a place that connects to these symbols. Zora's eyes lit up. Yes, there's a cave on Loria that is mentioned in our legends. It is said to hold the answers to ancient secrets. Then we need to learn everything we can about that cave, Alex said, his mind racing with possibilities. We should also think about what we need to prepare for a journey there. We can't go unprepared. Kira crossed her arms, still skeptical. Are you sure a human can handle the journey to Loria? It is not safe. I can be brave, Alex replied, determination shining in his eyes. I faced challenges before. I'm not going to back down now. Zara felt a rush of admiration for Alex. His confidence made her believe in their mission even more. We will work as a team. I will guide you through my world, and together we will unlock the object's secrets. With that, they set to work. Zara began sharing everything she knew about the cave and the symbols, while Alex took notes, asking questions along the way. Kira watched, slowly beginning to understand that Alex truly wanted to help. As the hours passed, they uncovered more symbols and began piecing together the puzzle. They laughed and shared stories, creating a bond that grew stronger with each discovery. Zara shared tales of her planet's beauty, and Alex told her about Earth's wonders, from towering mountains to vast oceans. Earth sounds magical in its own way, Zara said, her eyes sparkling. I would love to see it one day. You will, Alex promised, grinning. Once we unlock the portal, we can explore together. You can show me Loria, and I'll show you everything here. Kira watched the two of them with interest. You make a good team, she admitted, surprising herself. But we must remain focused. There are still many challenges ahead. Just then, a loud alarm blared throughout the research center. Zara's heart raced. What's happening? She exclaimed, looking around in panic. Kira quickly moved to the control panel. It seems we have an intruder in the center. We must protect the artifact. Alex's pulse quickened. What can we do? Zara stood tall, her eyes narrowing. We need to secure the object first. Then we can figure out how to handle the intruder. They quickly moved to cover the glowing artifact. Zara positioned herself in front of it, ready to defend it with everything she had. Alex stood beside her, feeling the surge of courage. We won't let anyone take it, he declared. Kira accessed the security feeds, her eyes scanning the screens. There are 2 aliens trying to break in. They look like they're from the same faction as those who want the artifact. Zara clenched her fists. We must stop them. If they get in, they could steal the object and use its power for evil. Alex nodded, adrenaline coursing through him. Let's create a plan. Zara, you know how to fight, right? Yes, I have some skills, Zara replied, her confidence returning. But I will need your help to protect the object. Then let's do this, Alex said, determination shining in his eyes. We are a team now, and we will face this challenge together. With their plans set, they prepared for the confrontation. Zara and Alex stood ready to defend the artifact, united by their newfound bond. They knew the stakes were high, but they also understood that together they could face whatever came their way. As the door to the lab creaked open, they exchanged glances, silently promising to support one another. With their hearts racing, they awaited the intruders, ready to show them that teamwork could conquer any challenge. Big discovery. The alarm blared loudly as Zara, Alex, and Kira stood ready in the small lab. Tension filled the air, and adrenaline coursed through Alex's veins. They were determined to protect the glowing artifact at all costs. The door creaked open slowly, and shadows loomed in the doorway. Zara whispered to Alex, "Stay close to me. We have to show them we are not afraid." Alex nodded, his heart pounding as he clutched a metal rod he had found on the table, ready to defend their newfound treasure. 2 figures entered the room, their eyes gleaming with malice. They were tall aliens with dark skin and sharp features, dressed in dark clothing that made them look even more intimidating. Zara recognized them immediately. "They are from the Black Sun faction," she whispered. "They want the artifact for themselves." The leader of the two aliens stepped forward, sneering. "You think you can protect that object, little girl? Hand it over, and we won't hurt you." Zara stood tall, her fear replaced by resolve. "You'll have to get through us first," she said defiantly. "Very well," the alien replied, gesturing for his companion to attack. The two charged forward, and in an instant, a fight erupted. Zara moved with grace, using her training to dodge and strike. Alex was right beside her, swinging the metal rod to keep the attackers at bay. Kira, watching the battle unfold, quickly joined in, using her strength to push one of the aliens back. "We need to work together," she shouted, coordinating their efforts. Alex felt a rush of adrenaline as he fought alongside his new friends. He never imagined he would be in a situation like this, but he was determined to prove himself. With every swing of the rod, he felt more confident. They moved like a well-oiled machine, dodging blows and countering attacks. After a fierce struggle, Zara managed to kick one of the attackers, sending him crashing into a table, which toppled over with a loud crash. The alien groaned, momentarily stunned. "Now's our chance," Zara shouted, directing Alex and Kira toward the remaining attacker. Alex nodded, taking a deep breath. They coordinated their moves, pushing the remaining alien back toward the door. Finally, with a swift move, Kira grabbed the alien by the arm and twisted, causing him to stumble and fall to the ground. "Get out of here," Kira yelled at the fallen alien, her voice echoing in the lab. The two attackers, realizing they were outnumbered, scrambled to their feet and fled the room, retreating down the hall. Breathing heavily, Zara, Alex, and Kira exchanged relieved glances. "We did it," Alex exclaimed, his eyes wide with excitement. Zara smiled, feeling proud of their teamwork. "I knew we could. But we can't let our guard down yet. They might come back with reinforcements." "Let's secure the artifact and see if it's safe," Kira suggested, looking at the glowing object on the table. They quickly gathered around it, checking for any damage. As they inspected the artifact, Alex noticed something strange. "Wait a minute," he said, leaning closer. "There are more symbols appearing." Zora's eyes widened. "What do you mean?" "The symbols. They are glowing brighter and changing." Alex pointed at the object, his excitement growing. "It's like it's reacting to what just happened." Kira leaned in, intrigued. "Maybe it's trying to tell us something." Zara's heart raced as she studied the glowing symbols. This could be a sign. It might be revealing its true purpose to us. Alex grabbed his notebook, scribbling down the new symbols as they appeared. "We need to figure out what this means. This could lead us to something incredible." Zara felt a surge of hope. "If we can unlock its secrets, we could open a portal to Loria and beyond. We could find out what happened to my people." As they continued to observe the symbols, Zara noticed that some of them matched the ones they had deciphered earlier. "Look here," she exclaimed, pointing to the glowing marks. "These symbols are the same ones we found in the cave legend. Then we need to connect them," Alex said, excitement evident in his voice. "Let's trace the patterns together." With renewed energy, they worked tirelessly, tracing their fingers over the glowing symbols and making connections. As they combined their knowledge, the artifact began to pulsate with a bright light, filling the room with a warm glow. Suddenly, the light intensified, and a holographic image flickered to life above the artifact. It displayed a map of the galaxy, with shimmering paths leading to different planets. Zara and Alex gasped in awe. "Is that?" Zara started, her voice barely a whisper. "Yes," Alex exclaimed. "That's a map of the known worlds. It shows the locations of portals and travel routes." Kira's eyes widened. "This is amazing. If we can access these portals, we can travel anywhere in the galaxy." Zara felt tears of joy welling in her eyes. This could be the key to saving my people. We need to find out how to use it. As they studied the map, Zora spotted a glowing point on the map that pulsed brighter than the others. "This place," she said, pointing. "It's near my home planet. We must go there." Alex nodded, feeling a thrill of adventure. "Let's gather what we need and prepare for the journey. We can unlock the portal together." With a new sense of purpose, the trio set to work, gathering supplies and making plans. They had discovered something extraordinary, and together they would embark on a journey that could change their lives forever. As they prepared to leave, Zora looked at Alex and Kira, her heart filled with gratitude. They were no longer just allies. They had become a family. And with their combined strength, they would face whatever challenges lay ahead in their quest for the truth. Facing threats. The trio gathered their supplies in the quiet lab, excitement buzzing in the air. Zara carefully placed the glowing artifact in a protective case, ensuring it was safe for their journey. Alex checked their equipment, feeling a mix of nerves and anticipation. "Are we really doing this?" he asked, glancing at Zara and Kira. "This is huge." "Yes, it is," Zara replied, her voice filled with determination. "We need to get to the portal and unlock its secrets. My people are counting on us." Kira grinned, her eyes sparkling. "Let's explore. We just defeated the Black Sun faction. We deserve some adventure." Zara nodded, feeling a rush of energy. "Yes, let's see what this place has to offer." They started walking, the soft ground beneath their feet feeling strangely comforting. As they moved deeper into the landscape, they marveled at the unusual plants and creatures. Bright flowers bloomed all around, and colorful birds flitted from tree to tree, singing beautiful songs. Suddenly, a strange creature appeared before them. It was small, with big, curious eyes and fluffy fur. It looked like a cross between a rabbit and a cat. The creature tilted its head, watching them intently. "Is it friendly?" Alex wondered, stepping closer. "I think so," Zora replied, kneeling down to get a better look. The creature approached cautiously, sniffing the air. It seemed curious, but not afraid. Kira smiled and reached out her hand. "Come here, little one." The creature sniffed her hand, then nuzzled against it, purring softly. Zara laughed, her heart lightening. "It's adorable." As they played with the creature, Zara felt a sense of belonging wash over her. This place felt right, as if it had been waiting for them. "What should we call it?" she asked. "How about Fluff?" Kira suggested, grinning. "Fluff it is," Alex agreed, laughing. With Fluff happily following them, they continued their journey through the landscape. The sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. The beauty around them felt magical, and they walked in silence, soaking in the moment. After a while, they stumbled upon a clearing with a sparkling blue lake at its center. The water shimmered under the fading sunlight, inviting them to explore. "Let's take a break here," Kira said, plopping down on the grass. "We can't let this day end without enjoying the view." Zora agreed, feeling the excitement of the adventure still buzzing in her veins. They sat by the lake, dipping their feet into the cool water. Fluff played nearby, splashing happily. "Do you think we'll ever see the Black Sun faction again?" Alex asked, his expression serious. Zara sighed, her heart heavy with thought. "I hope not. But if they find us again, we'll be ready. We faced them once. We can do it again." Kira nodded, her eyes reflecting determination. "We are a team. Nothing can break us apart." As they chatted and laughed, the sun dipped below the horizon, leaving behind a sky full of stars. The night air was cool and fresh, and Zara felt a sense of peace enveloping her. Suddenly, a bright light flashed in the sky, catching their attention. It was a shooting star, streaking across the vast expanse of stars. Zora closed her eyes and made a wish. "I wish for more adventures with my friends by my side," she whispered. "What did you wish for?" Kira asked, curious. Zara smiled, opening her eyes. "I can't tell you. It's a secret." They laughed, enjoying the moment under the stars. But deep down, Zara felt a stirring in her heart. She knew that their journey had only just begun. The next morning, they woke to the soft sounds of the forest and the gentle rays of sunlight warming their faces. Fluff was curled up beside Zara, sleeping peacefully. "Good morning, Fluff," Zara said, gently petting the creature. It opened its eyes, yawning, and nuzzled her hand. Kira stretched and looked around. "What's our plan for today?" Alex stood up, brushing off his clothes. "I think we should explore more of this world. There might be other creatures, or even other people." Zara felt a thrill of excitement at the thought. "Yes, let's see what else we can find." They set off again, Fluff bouncing happily beside them. The forest was full of surprises, and every step revealed something new. They discovered bright fruits hanging from the trees, unusual plants with vibrant colors, and strange rock formations that looked like they had been sculpted by some unseen artist. As they ventured further, they heard laughter in the distance. "Do you hear that?" Kira asked, tilting her head. As Kira piloted the ship through the asteroid field, Zara closed her eyes, focusing on the artifact's energy. She reached out, feeling the connection grow stronger. The ship shook slightly as she concentrated, and she could sense a power building within her. Suddenly, a bright light erupted from the artifact, illuminating the cockpit. Zara opened her eyes, her heart racing. "It's working. I can feel it." The energy shot out from the artifact, forming a protective barrier around their ship. The remaining enemy ship tried to fire at them, but the blasts were deflected by the barrier, exploding harmlessly against it. "Wow!" Alex exclaimed, watching in awe. "This is amazing." Zara grinned, feeling empowered. "Let's finish this." She focused on the energy, directing it toward the enemy ship. A powerful beam shot out, striking the ship and causing it to spiral out of control. "Awesome!" Kira cheered as they watched the enemy ship crash into an asteroid, exploding in a fiery blaze. With their pursuers gone, Zara felt a wave of relief wash over her. "We did it!" she shouted, joy bubbling up inside her. "We're free. Now let's get to the portal," Alex said, excitement in his voice. Kira adjusted the ship's course, and they continued their journey toward Loria. The danger had passed for now, but they all knew more threats awaited them. Together, they would face whatever came next. United by their courage and teamwork, they were ready for the adventure ahead. The final showdown. As the ship approached Loria, Zara's heart raced with a mix of excitement and anxiety. She gazed out the viewport at the vibrant colors of her home planet, the lush green forests and shimmering blue oceans calling to her. "We're almost there," she exclaimed, her voice filled with determination. "Just a little farther," Kira said, focused on the controls. "We need to find the exact location of the portal." Alex leaned closer to the console, studying the map displayed on the screen. "According to this, the portal should be in the Heartwood Forest, near the old ruins," he said, pointing to the glowing mark. "Then let's set course for the Heartwood Forest," Zara replied, her excitement growing. "It's time to see what the artifact can do." As they entered Loria's atmosphere, Zara felt a wave of nostalgia wash over her. The ship glided smoothly over the vibrant landscapes she had missed so much. "I can't believe we're back," she whispered, tears brimming in her eyes. Kira smiled at her. "We'll find your people and unlock the portal. You're not alone anymore." The ship landed softly on the edge of the Heartwood Forest. Zara took a deep breath, steeling herself for what lay ahead. "Let's go," she said, leading the way as they exited the ship. The forest was alive with sounds, the rustling of leaves and chirping of birds filling the air. The sunlight filtered through the dense canopy, casting dappled shadows on the ground. Zara felt a sense of peace wash over her as she walked through the familiar trees. "Stay alert," Kira reminded them, glancing around. The Black Sun faction could be anywhere. They pressed deeper into the forest, following the map's directions. The atmosphere was tense, and Zara could feel the energy of the artifact pulsing against her side, as if sensing the danger ahead. Suddenly, they reached the ruins. Tall stone pillars stood proudly, covered in vines and moss. In the center, a large stone archway glowed faintly, the portal they had been searching for. Zara's heart raced with anticipation. "This is it," she shouted, her voice echoing in the clearing. "Yes, but we need to be careful," Alex cautioned. "We don't know what to expect." Zara nodded, feeling the weight of responsibility on her shoulders. "Let's activate the portal and see what happens." As they approached the archway, the artifact began to glow brighter, the symbols dancing along its surface. Zara held it out, focusing on the energy flowing from it. "I can feel it reacting," she exclaimed, excitement bubbling inside her. Kira and Alex stood close, watching as the portal pulsed with energy. "What do we need to do?" Kira asked, her eyes wide. "I think I need to trace the symbols," Zara said, recalling the patterns they had seen before. "Just like we did on the ship." With determination, she stepped forward, running her fingers along the stone arch. As she traced the symbols, the portal began to hum, and the light intensified. A shimmering energy enveloped the archway, revealing swirling colors within. "This is amazing," Alex said, his voice filled with awe. "It's working." But before they could celebrate, a loud crash echoed through the forest. The ground trembled as a group of Black Sun soldiers burst into the clearing, their weapons drawn. Zara's heart dropped as she recognized their leader, a tall alien with piercing eyes. "Foolish girl," he sneered, pointing a finger at her. "You think you can unlock the portal and escape? You belong to us now." Zara stepped back, her pulse racing. "You won't stop us," she shouted, gripping the artifact tightly. The leader laughed, a chilling sound. "You're outnumbered. Surrender or face the consequences." Kira moved closer to Zara, her fists clenched. "We won't let you take her." Alex stood firm, ready to fight. "We're not afraid of you." The leader raised his hand, signaling his soldiers to advance. "Seize them." In that moment, the energy from the artifact surged, and a protective barrier formed around Zara, Kira, and Alex. The soldiers halted, confusion spreading across their faces. "What is this?" the leader shouted, looking furious. "It's the power of the artifact," Zara declared, feeling the energy empowering her. "We will not be stopped." With newfound strength, Zara concentrated, directing the energy toward the Black Sun soldiers. A wave of light shot out from the artifact, pushing back the attackers and sending them sprawling to the ground. "Now's our chance," Alex yelled, his excitement echoing in the clearing. "We have to finish this." Zara nodded, focusing on the portal. "We need to activate it fully. This is our only way out." As they worked together, the energy from the artifact grew stronger. The portal crackled with power, and the air hummed with energy. The Black Sun leader scrambled to his feet, rage filling his eyes. "Don't let them escape," he bellowed, rushing forward. Kira stood her ground, ready to defend Zara. "We won't let you near her." The two clashed, and a fierce battle ensued. Zara felt the energy of the artifact guiding her movements as she concentrated on the portal. She could feel it responding to her will, the symbols glowing brighter. With one final push, Zara directed the energy into the portal. It erupted with a blinding light, expanding rapidly. The Black Sun soldiers stumbled back, shielding their eyes. "Run," Zara shouted, urgency in her voice. "We have to go now." They dashed toward the portal, the energy swirling around them. The Black Sun leader lunged forward, but he was too late. The trio leaped into the portal just as it closed behind them, leaving the chaos of the forest behind. As they emerged on the other side, they found themselves in a new world, vibrant and alive. The air was filled with fresh scents, and colorful plants surrounded them. Zara turned to Alex and Kira, her heart racing with excitement. "We did it. We're free," she exclaimed, tears of joy streaming down her face. But as they celebrated, they knew that the battle was far from over. Together, they would face whatever challenges lay ahead, united by their courage and the bond they had forged. The final showdown may have passed, but their adventure was just beginning. A new adventure. As Zara, Kira, and Alex stood in the beautiful new world, the thrill of victory surged through them. The vibrant landscape stretched out before them, filled with colors and life. Strange trees twisted toward the sky, their leaves shimmering like jewels in the sunlight. The air was fresh and sweet, and Zora could hardly believe they were safe. "Where are we?" Alex asked, looking around in awe. "I'm not sure," Zora replied, her heart racing with excitement. "But it feels alive, like it's waiting for us." Kira grinned, her eyes sparkling. "Let's explore. We just defeated the Black Sun faction. We deserve some adventure." Zara nodded, feeling a rush of energy. "Yes, let's see what this place has to offer." They started walking, the soft ground beneath their feet feeling strangely comforting. As they moved deeper into the landscape, they marveled at the unusual plants and creatures. Bright flowers bloomed all around, and colorful birds flitted from tree to tree, singing beautiful songs. Suddenly, a strange creature appeared before them. It was small, with big, curious eyes and fluffy fur. It looked like a cross between a rabbit and a cat. The creature tilted its head, watching them intently. "Is it friendly?" Alex wondered, stepping closer. "I think so," Zora replied, kneeling down to get a better look. The creature approached cautiously, sniffing the air. It seemed curious, but not afraid. Kira smiled and reached out her hand. "Come here, little one." The creature sniffed her hand, then nuzzled against it, purring softly. Zara laughed, her heart lightening. "It's adorable." As they played with the creature, Zara felt a sense of belonging wash over her. This place felt right, as if it had been waiting for them. "What should we call it?" she asked. "How about Fluff?" Kira suggested, grinning. "Fluff it is," Alex agreed, laughing. With Fluff happily following them, they continued their journey through the landscape. The sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. The beauty around them felt magical, and they walked in silence, soaking in the moment. After a while, they stumbled upon a clearing with a sparkling blue lake at its center. The water shimmered under the fading sunlight, inviting them to explore. "Let's take a break here," Kira said, plopping down on the grass. "We can't let this day end without enjoying the view." Zora agreed, feeling the excitement of the adventure still buzzing in her veins. They sat by the lake, dipping their feet into the cool water. Fluff played nearby, splashing happily. "Do you think we'll ever see the Black Sun faction again?" Alex asked, his expression serious. Zara sighed, her heart heavy with thought. "I hope not. But if they find us again, we'll be ready. We faced them once. We can do it again." Kira nodded, her eyes reflecting determination. "We are a team. Nothing can break us apart." As they chatted and laughed, the sun dipped below the horizon, leaving behind a sky full of stars. The night air was cool and fresh, and Zara felt a sense of peace enveloping her. Suddenly, a bright light flashed in the sky, catching their attention. It was a shooting star, streaking across the vast expanse of stars. Zora closed her eyes and made a wish. "I wish for more adventures with my friends by my side," she whispered. "What did you wish for?" Kira asked, curious. Zora smiled, opening her eyes. "I can't tell you. It's a secret." They laughed, enjoying the moment under the stars. But deep down, Zara felt a stirring in her heart. She knew that their journey had only just begun. The next morning, they woke to the soft sounds of the forest and the gentle rays of sunlight warming their faces. Fluff was curled up beside Zara, sleeping peacefully. "Good morning, Fluff," Zara said, gently petting the creature. It opened its eyes, yawning, and nuzzled her hand. Kira stretched and looked around. "What's our plan for today?" Alex stood up, brushing off his clothes. "I think we should explore more of this world. There might be other creatures, or even other people." Zara felt a thrill of excitement at the thought. "Yes, let's see what else we can find." They set off again, Fluff bouncing happily beside them. The forest was full of surprises, and every step revealed something new. They discovered bright fruits hanging from the trees, unusual plants with vibrant colors, and strange rock formations that looked like they had been sculpted by some unseen artist. As they ventured further, they heard laughter in the distance. "Do you hear that?" Kira asked, tilting her head. "Yes, it sounds like people," Alex exclaimed, his eyes wide with wonder. They followed the sound, weaving through the trees until they reached a clearing. To their surprise, they found a group of colorful beings gathered around a large fire. They were unlike anything Zara had ever seen. Tall and slender with shimmering skin that changed colors in the sunlight. "Who are they?" Zara whispered, excitement bubbling inside her. "I don't know, but they look friendly," Kira replied, stepping forward with a smile. As they approached, the beings noticed them and stopped their laughter, turning to face the newcomers. One of them stepped forward, a tall figure with bright green skin and sparkling eyes. "Welcome, travelers," the being said in a melodic voice. "We are the Lorian people. You have arrived at the right time." Zora's heart raced with joy. "We're so glad to meet you. We just came through the portal." The Lorian smiled warmly. "We have been waiting for you. Your arrival is a sign of great things to come. Join us, and let us celebrate." As they joined the gathering around the fire, Zara felt a sense of belonging wash over her. This was just the beginning of a new adventure, and she knew they were in for something extraordinary. With Kira, Alex, and Fluff by her side, Zara felt ready to embrace whatever the future held, excited for the many adventures yet to come.